34.90.
Pretty sure I gotta check the DM again. I gotta think about the DM.
It's not just Tokyo in the cities. Yep, I completely agree. 130 kilograms. I'm bigger than a bear. Or I'm not bigger than a bear. I'm almost as big. I used to be as big as a bear. Higuma. This little one, you just punch him in the nose. Boom, get out of here. But the brown bears are gonna, that's what I'm worried about. I'm not worried about black bears. Black bears are skittish for the most part. Brown bears though, oof. Yeah, I'm gonna have to recheck my DMs. The little one's gonna be accompanied by a mama. Now that's a near full-grown one. For the Asiatic black bears, 120 to 145 centimeters, and they said what, like 70 to 130 kilograms or something, 60 to 130. No, here, let me check my thing. Is tiny. I mean, it looks tiny, but that's the size of the bears, the black bears over here, for the most part. They don't get big. Now the brown bears are giant. Damn, that's avoid Kyoto. Yeah, what I tell people is usually a day and a half in Tokyo, 2 days in Tokyo, get adjusted to jet lag, time stuff, all that stuff. Spend most of the remaining time outside of Tokyo, and then a day back in Tokyo to recap, make sure you got all your souvenirs and all that stuff, and rest before you fly out. So for example, if it was like a 14-day trip, 2 days Tokyo, go somewhere, or a day, like day and a half in Tokyo, depending on when you get in. Leave, go anywhere else except Kyoto, and then yeah, come back to Tokyo to fly out. Because I personally don't like jam-packing a lot of shit on travel days. I kind of want to just like veg out, unless I get there early. But the problem is if you get there too early, like most hotels have luggage or luggage hold for you, but faster than I recommend hitting them on the kneecap with the big stick. Person you were with. Yeah, let me just Kage Bunshin no Jutsu that shit real quick. Shadow clone jutsu and leave my clone there. I mean, it's a gamble, you know. If I see a bear and I survive, and I get footage of it, that's gonna get me to the top. Now, I don't want to fight a bear, and I don't want to get eaten by a bear or mauled by a bear. Being mauled by a bear would be good YouTube content. I mean, it's an instant, like, not an equal, it's an instant, like, it's like people who, like, get, you know, shocked by lightning and survive. Now the big question is, I mean, if it's light stitches, I keep walking, right? But if it's like serious, then I'm just in the hospital for however long, you know? Which I think as long as I covered up my organs, hands are on my neck, elbows down to my sides, feet out like starfish so I don't get turned, backpack on my back, I think I'll be able to protect. My arms would get fucked up probably. My arms and legs would probably get messed up pretty bad. Not good lively content. Revenant 2. Just make sure the mauling is 60 seconds or less so it'll fit in a YouTube short. Fart at them. Well, like I said, everything I've read is like, okay, if it's a black bear, you act big and scary. You can hit it on the nose or something if you can. And everyone else is like, all right, brown bears, you just like tuck up, like tuck your arms in, cover your neck with your hands, and spread your legs out so they can't flip you and get to the soft parts, you know? Like the latest guy I saw, the guy in Yosemite or whatever who got attacked by a bear, he did that and he got like one deep scratch on his back and then like the bear kind of chewed on his hand, but like not. I looked at the pictures, I was like, hey, you know what? If that's, you know, if that's it from a bear attack, like that's not that bad. Like that's, you kept all your limbs and fingers, all your digits, just had to get like 50 stitches or whatever. That's not too bad. Most of the issues are from startling bears. I will think the problem is if I get a bear bell, stream's gonna hate it, like a lot. Because the bear bells I've been looking at seem pretty freaking loud. And I'm assuming me yapping to chat is good enough, plus everything else jangling around on my backpack. Someone feeding the bears in the tourist area? Well, there's only a couple of places where I'm really worried about bears, and it's pretty much just north of ISHIKAWA. And a little bit quite west of Otaru, like southwest of Otaru. Because the more I'm looking at the map, the more I'm thinking that's going to be the way I take. Going through Jozanke and Sapporo is not feasible. Route aside, there's just no resupplies for quite some distance. Bear on bear violence. You thought Seussism when the bear poop has bells and whistles and smells like bear pepper spray. I think JP made that joke too. Oh, you said out west. Maybe you and JP grew up in the same neighborhood. Validity meaning that the bells were useful. Yeah. That's kind of how I feel about it too. I don't know. I mean, I've hiked in some pretty deep backcountry, and even in the Tokaido, whenever I was walking the old routes through Shizuoka and Aichi and stuff, I didn't see any evidence of bears. Obviously they exist, I'm not saying they don't, but I think they're much more likely to go into settlements where they smell food and stuff than be rummaging on the highways for, because highways and stuff are noisy by nature, so usually animals don't come around too. I mean, obviously we see dead roadkill all the time, but noises typically deter animals to a certain extent. Whoa, his door was open. Or he just opened it to throw something out, I guess. My stepmother would promise to leave early. My stepbrother promised to leave early. Well, he smokes weed, so we were on the trail hiking at night with grizzlies around us. How am I feel with that? Yeah. Well, like I said, I'm not worried about the bears down here. I'm much more worried about the big bears up north. But again, they've been sighting them in the cities, you know, so it's like, well, that reminds me, we're definitely probably going to reach battery limits today. So when that happens, I'm going to hop on the old phone, tell everyone I love them, good night, tuck them in, and then we'll raid out somewhere. I mean, we've still got at least 2 hours of battery life, but it's going to be, if it's very close, I'll message chat and say, hey, like I'm 10 minutes away or whatever. Hold on, but if it's more than 10-15 minutes, I'm just going to raid out. Snack time? Like Pavlov, yeah. Kids on ice cream, yeah. It's Pavlov's dog, you know. This is a serious sidewalk. Yeah, we've got some. Well, in that, yeah, that building. It's like nope, no parking here. But over here is okay. Bipedal cheeseburger. I don't know. I imagine most humans are pretty salty. breeze, it feels pretty nice. Of course, I know a second rainstorm, a thunderstorm's coming. There are no claws or fangs though, easy pickings, yeah. Don't want to discourage you. Oh, you're not discouraging me. I'm not worried about bears. Like I said, I'm either dead or I'm not. If I'm dead, then I'm dead. Nothing to worry about. Apparently I was looking at some of the bear spray and some of them come with air horns too. I don't know if that's an air horn to like signal that you need help, or if bears, I assume bears have pretty sensitive hearing, but I'm not sure an air horn, like, if my image is an air horn is gonna like piss it off. Wow, that truck was on its ass, and they knew that they couldn't get to the right and fast enough, so they pulled off. God. Very weirdly placed rock. Yeah, no, sun not blazing down is great. Had pretty good sidewalk all day. The only thing that's been pretty rough is the humidity, because I've just been dripping sweat the entire time.